Why I don't watch Stephiscold in the case of Little Man Energy. Hey there guys, it's controversial here. Now I wanted to make I've been meaning to make this video for a while, and one of the biggest issues I have, like with being a man and whatnot, is dealing with male issues with other males. Now the biggest issue I have with dealing with male issues is that men seek men when it comes to advice, men seek men when it comes to pretty much everything, and the biggest issue I have is when men start to mislead men, specifically the younger generation of men. And me and my friend have been, we used to talk a lot about like male mental health and how it's hard being how it's hard being a man in the modern age and whatnot, because like everything is so against us and everything is so hard. And I've noticed that life, like for example, dealing with male issues makes you feel really alone. And as usually most men will run to social media, they'll run to role models, they'll pretty much run to anybody that they can who in their eyes is of higher caliber, financial wealth, mental well-being, period. But the reason why I'm talking about Stephiscold today is because I've noticed some really big issues with his content and his like just everything about him, really. Because I've noticed that he says a lot of stuff about males, but like a lot of it isn't really about men, I feel like. And if you check his YouTube channel, it will say the official channel of Stephiscold, it will say fitness, Red Pill, business and motivation. And let me just tell you something. Like when it comes to the content that he makes and whatnot, I've never really seen any videos on fitness. I've never seen any videos on business. I've never really seen any videos on motivation. And this whole red pill niche or genre of YouTube, I feel like it's really fake. And it's not for the well-being of men. It's just to basically enslave men, Jane, period. It's to enslave men to pay for all of these quote unquote alpha male red pill YouTubers, or whatever you can call them. And let me tell you something about Stephiscold. I don't think he's an alpha male. I think he's anything but alpha male. The thing is, he has what I call little man energy. He's a big guy with a I don't know, he's a big guy like with a little person's personality. Because if you watch his videos and you see how triggered he gets at certain situations to deal with women, then you will notice that he's not really as hyped as, like, he's not really what he says he is. And if you check his Instagram, he doesn't really post anything about motivation. He doesn't post anything about anything that he says his channel is about. If you look at his channel, the only thing he ever posts about is women. Literally all of his content is just about women. And I'm trying to ask myself a question: is this really what Red Bull is about? Because if you check at his thumbnails, if you look at his content, you'll see that it's a picture of him and a picture of a really attractive woman. You will talk about certain topics, yes. You'll talk about trending topics, yes. But generally, he's just a little guy with big muscles. That's literally who he is. He isn't who he says he is. Like, it's all a persona and it's all an act. Like, because surely someone who's this big or like, so surely someone who's of his stature cannot be as sensitive as he is. He gets triggered at such small little things, and the character he plays is extremely embarrassing as a man. Like, if I was him, I wouldn't be acting half the way he does. Now I get it. He makes videos on YouTube, and it's about having a personality and a persona and whatnot. But he just makes himself look like a clown. Just makes himself look like a straight up clown. And I can tell the type of energy he gives off is, he gives off very little man energy, in the terms of, probably I feel that he's angry at women generally. I feel like most of these Red Pill creators are just angry at women, that when they were kids or when they were teenagers, that they never really got any attention from women, period. And I feel like this is literally what the Red Pill community is about. And I'll make a video about the Red Pill community specifically, because I feel that the Red Pill community is a big fat joke. And most of these men are exposing themselves with their videos, because how is it that Stephiscold can talk so much about women, but you've never really seen you've never really seen any of the women that he has in his life? Like, you've never seen his girlfriend, you've never seen his wife, or you don't know what he has. Like, and it's kind of weird, because it's kind of like the blind leading the blind in a certain situation. So I will never understand how, and if you look, I'll never understand how he can call himself anything without having any real proof of anything. Because I've checked his audios before, and there's nothing that indicates that he says that he's telling the truth about anything. Like, I have not seen any videos about mental health. Like, I've seen, I don't know, I've never really seen any videos about mental health, and I haven't really watched all of his videos. But the only reason why I'm making this video is because I have a friend who annoyingly sends me a bunch of links, and he's trying to red pill himself up, and he's trying to red pill me. And I'm like, I don't need red pill, I don't need all of this. Like, if you look at all of his videos and his thumbnails, he is so full of himself. He is so full of himself, and I will never understand. I'll never understand how a grown man can act the way he does, specifically if he considers himself alpha male and high value. I don't know. Most of these, that's the thing you must be careful with most of these Red Pill channels, is most of them just lie to themselves and lie to the audience. Like, it's funny how most of these guys can talk about a bunch of stuff and never really back anything up. And literally the only reason why he talks about women so much is because that's the only thing that sells. That's the only thing that sticks. That's the only thing that sticks. And I cannot watch any of his videos anymore. Like for example, here's his Instagram. Take a look at his Instagram. Do you see anything about motivation? Do you see anything about mental health? He says he's an entrepreneur. I mean, where's the evidence of that? And surely someone who gyms as much as he does, it's not about gymming to be healthy. It's about gymming because he's insecure. And it's really embarrassing to see someone who like, look at this. What is this? This dude's literally getting a boner by looking at himself in the mirror or something. Like, and one thing I know about being a man and being, attractive and everything, is that desperation isn't a good look for anybody. Desperation generally isn't a good look on anybody, because there are men out there who have muscles, who have money, who can't get women because women can, so there are certain women who can sense a desperate man, specifically a man who's sexually frustrated and who doesn't know what he wants and doesn't know what he's doing. And definitely one thing I can say is that he's not an alpha male. Most of these red pill channels, most of these red pill men, whatever you call them, aren't high value, they aren't alpha male. So don't fall for it. Like, I don't know. Like I feel that Stephiscold is just riding a trend. I feel like he's just riding a trend. Generally, he's just riding a trend, and I feel like he's bamboozling his audience, and not really being that open with them. Cause it's funny how with the amount of following he has, is that he knows that if he doesn't talk about women, then he's not gonna get any as much views as he usually does. This is the truth about the red pill community. This is why the red pill community can talk about nothing better. The red pill community has nothing better to talk about than women, and they get views, they get subscribers, they get likes, they get whatever they want out of it. And I've never really seen the need to follow people like this, because I don't know where I'm supposed to be in life, but I definitely know that I'm not supposed to. I'm not going to need help from these red pill channels, because most of the content they make is cringe and it's very childish, extremely childish. It's nothing like, okay, yes, I'll make the next video I'll make will be about why the red pill community is a joke. But as for Steph is cold, I mean, hey, if you're watching this, you do you, fam. But just know that it's not really a good look on you, because literally all you do is you make videos online. It's not like you're changing the world. And I've noticed a lot of YouTubers have this thing of where they think that people cannot live without their content, and I don't know. All I know is that I cannot watch Stephiscold, and my friend keeps on sending me links to his channels, like check him out, check him out. I checked him out. The first video I checked out of him wasn't that bad. It was okay. Like Stephiscold is not like, he's right about most of the stuff he talks about. Like he's good at giving advice, but the way he portrays himself and the way he portrays everything, it's just not cool. And I can't watch him because because like I don't know, I cannot watch Stephiscold. So but anyway, guys, so yes, this is why I don't watch Stephiscold, even though my friend keeps on sending me links to his channel. But yeah, so that's all I have to say pretty much, is that he has little man energy. The only reason why he jumps so much and jumps to look good is because of his insecurities. It's not because he wants to be healthy, it's not because he wants good mental health, it's because he's insecure. Like most men are insecure, and most men put their insecurities into something that they can show off, whether it's jewelry, whether it's physique, whether it's getting a woman, whether it's building, whether it's sports. That's literally what they do. But anyway, guys, this is controversial. I'm heading out. Bye.